So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this free case study on the importance of marketing and branding in 2020. The goal of this video is to provide value and give you an insight into just how important branding can be. You see, branding is important because it leaves a memorable impression on consumers. It allows clients and customers to know exactly what to expect from your business. After the global pandemic of COVID-19, it has proven even more just how important a strong online presence can be. While some businesses have failed immensely, others have not only been able to survive, but thrive. I'm sure you're wondering, who's this young guy who's about to tell me all about branding? And that's a great question. Firstly, I want to thank you for your time and thank you for being here. My name is Chris Treasury and I'm the founder and CEO of Treadco Media. We specialize in both digital and physical branding and help our clients take their business to the next level. Here at Treadco, we're problem solvers. We put quality first and take great pride in delivering this quality to our clients. We help business owners with their company branding and social media presence. Rather than chasing leads, we bring them to you. We establish your brand and implement a general brand image in order to have potential customers come to you. By remodeling your business structure, we execute upon top-of-mind marketing and help position you as an industry leader in your niche. While you're watching this case study, take some time to think about your business and where it stands within all this. So let's hop into my computer and get started with this case study. The importance of marketing and branding your business in 2020. As previously mentioned, my name is Chris Treasury and I am the founder of Treadco Media. Branding is key. Establishing an online presence for your business will bring huge long-term benefits. In today's case study, we're going to break it down into two parts. We start by analyzing why do brands fail, and then we're going to do a deep dive into the niches, analyzing some particular niches and doing a direct comparison of the positive and negatives. So, what makes a brand fail? Some iconic brands have just displayed on your screen. While these brands are all commonly known, they made some of the fundamental mistakes in branding. Unfortunately, these companies did not fix their mistakes, and it has led them to a very bad place. It begins with not staying relevant. Today we've broken it down into two parts, the what and the how. So the what is staying relevant to today's market. The how are some tips on how to do so. It starts with keeping your product or service up to date, engaging with the community, and making your presence known through brand awareness campaigns. It then builds off into a weak brand story. Ask yourself, what is your business's purpose? This is a narrative that involves your brand's facts and impacts. Strong brand stories inspire an emotional reaction, and this emotional reaction increases brand bonding. When people bond with a brand, they buy from it. So, we've broken it down into three parts again. Having a brand story, internal unity, and knowing your customers. As previously mentioned, strong brand stories inspire an emotional reaction. This emotional reaction increases brand bonding, and once again, when people bond with the brand, they buy from it. Internal unity is something that is very, very important. If the employees do not know why they work for the company, then they will not resonate with the what of the company. This in itself is a crash course to failure. Internal unity can make or break a brand. For this example, I wanted to give you an analogy of someone who works at a local restaurant that is known for the best customer service in the city. Prior to applying, they already knew the reputation of this restaurant. They knew what their role would be, and most importantly, they knew that they would serve a purpose in this company. By knowing that they play a monumental role in the day-to-day success of the company, it makes them feel more fulfilled. This then transmits in their quality of work and reciprocates throughout the restaurant staff. You see, this is the internal unity that I was talking about. Everyone there wants to be successful and holds themselves to the high standard because they know that they work for the restaurant with the best customer service in the city. The third is to know your customers. When describing their customer base, oftentimes business owners will go on a tangent of descriptions and ultimately describe 15 different types of customers. While a business may interact with a variety of customers, it is important to know your niche and analyze your customers. Failing to do so results in businesses not having any guidance on what the drivers and motivations of these people are. It is important as a business to understand what needs you are satisfying with your product or service. Another branding mistake that some businesses make is being inconsistent. You see, brand positioning is defining the space you want your brand to occupy in a consumer's mind. Getting the best brand positioning relies on consistent branding. For today's example, I'm going to give you the example of Coca-Cola. You see, in the early 1980s, Pepsi was doing better than Coca-Cola. In response, Coca-Cola released a new Coke that supposedly tasted better. Now, Coca-Cola's brand image is built on nostalgia and good times. Coca-Cola consistently brands itself as being classic, not new. This marketing effort ultimately confused consumers, sending two contrasting messages. Releasing new Coke disrupted many years' worth of branding efforts. In the end, Coca-Cola made the decision to pull new Coke from the shelves. If you understand how branding affects human behavior, you'll understand why consistency is key. Consistency creates familiarity. Consumers feel more comfortable spending money on familiar brands. While taking a risk while it's worth it is a good idea, you mustn't take away from your brand and become inconsistent. The fourth mistake that some businesses make is failure to monitor the brand, and this ties in with complacency. So we've made a small chart here to kind of help make sense of this. First, it starts with the brand and branches off into the brand story and the relevance with customers. The brand story is how you position yourself as a brand, and the relevance with customers is how the customers actually engage with the brand. Now, with the customers, it then comes down to brand consistency and the story. You want your customers to resonate with the service or product that you provide, so this is very important. Now, what ties that all together is the brand story, and it is both internal and external. The external being how you portray and how you treat your customers, while the internal is how you treat the employees, how they feel, and how they react with the actual brand. Going back to the analogy I made earlier, with the individual who worked at the restaurant with the best customer service, this individual knew what their purpose was in that company, at that restaurant, and knew that they had to live up to that expectation. So now we're going to do a deep dive into the niches. So full disclosure, this is for educational purposes only. We are not bashing on any business or business owners. We are simply doing an analysis, a fair analysis, to give you guys some good insight. So we've broken it up into 4 different niches for today. We have personal trainers, automotive repair shops, real estate agents, and e-commerce. So let's begin with the personal trainers. So today I bring you Billy Harris. This is his YouTube channel, and he is a personal trainer out in the UK in London. Now, what makes him unique is that he is a very niche-based personal trainer. Let's go on over to his About page. As you can see, he has a little description of himself and a link to his Instagram. So, hey, if you're new to my channel, my name is Billy Harris. My area of expertise is helping high-performing entrepreneurs take their business to another level by mastering your health, reducing stress, optimizing performance, and increasing productivity. He does this all through his Peak Performance program, which is his consulting service. So as you can tell, he's a very niche-based personal trainer, and this is what allows him to make multiple 5 figures per month. Even though he doesn't have a huge following, the amount of value and expertise that he brings is what allows him to sign just a few clients, and again, like I said, make multiple 5 figures per month. So just to give you a little bit of an insight, here you can see his top 5 biohacking tools for entrepreneurs, 5 health hacks, most common routine of world-class performance, getting rid of hangover, So he has multiple videos which all provide value, and when you listen to him and watch his stuff, you can tell that he really knows what he's talking about. And then of course, he's also in great shape himself. He shares some of his workouts and other things on his Instagram. So you can really tell that this is someone that you can trust. So now we're actually going to transition over into the automotive repair. And here I present to you MGBD Parts and Service. Now right away, I preloaded the website for you guys, but this website takes ages to load. At first I thought it was just my internet, but I realized that it's because this website is actually extremely outdated. So when I come on this website, it's hard to tell what exactly they do and what their business is all about. As previously mentioned, it is outdated and there's a lot going on. You see some pictures here. The text is kind of all over the place. It overlaps. Overall, as a consumer checking out a website, without having a personal relationship with them, I would find it hard to trust and reach out to them, simply because I can't really tell what their brand is about, what they have going on. So this is an example of a more lower end website. So then I have two other websites here. And this one here is called Master Mechanic. They keep their website up to date and market themselves as the smartest and best mechanics in the area. So some of the stuff that they share. We are Master Mechanic, your full service auto repair and maintenance experts, located right in your community. So they're putting themselves as an authority figure. They're speaking about how they're experts. Their name itself is Master Mechanic. You know that when you take it to this place, they know their stuff and that they're gonna fix your car. You'll have a lot of confidence in them. Going into the website, we have some really good copy here. Better understanding and trusted service. They have resources. They have some good recognition in Ontario. And then they kind of have like a why choose us, as well as several different locations. So you can actually look and find a location anywhere in southern Ontario. One thing that's important is they have addressed COVID-19. They've taken lots of precautions, updated their website for that. So you can tell that they're on top of their stuff, which is really important. Then they have services, company info, and a couple of other things. So overall, this is a pretty good website. They're actually able to brand themselves. They have a good idea of what they're about and what they want to do. They want to be your high class and master mechanic. And then I take you over to Cam's Auto Service. Now Cam takes another approach. While Cam is still very trustworthy and very high in quality, his approach is more of a family-friendly kind of vibe. So, Cam and his staff are committed to treating each individual client with courtesy, patience, and respect. We take our time explaining the services required for our clients' needs and safety. And they've been around for over 30 years, which is super important. Going down, they have some nice high-quality images. And then they have, we put our clients first, which is all about their brand. They want to be the family friendly, they want to be reliable, and they want to make sure that they know, that the clients know that they come first. Moving down, we have a couple testimonials, which is always important because it basically is proof of concept. Again, high quality images, website transitions very nicely. And then we have an about Cam. So he kind of opens up about who he is, what he is, his values, etc. So we have up here an about Cam, our services contact. So once again, this Cam's Auto Service Shop is something that is easier to market because it has a fundamental, it has a brand, it has all the aspects that you're looking for. Finally, I take you over to my favorite real estate agent, Ryan Serhant. So for those of you who don't know him, he is one of the stars on $1 Million Listing New York and is actually one of the best real estate agents in the world. His team is #1 in New York and #3 in all of the United States. So right here is his personal website. He then has the real estate website, which we'll take a look at after. But here he focuses on his personal brand, making it more personable for potential clients. So he has a bit about himself. He has a couple things that he's been featured in. And then he has his vlog, which gives you an insight to his personality, his mindset, what he does on the day-to-day. So his vlog is a great way for him to interact with his audience and give you an insight into everything that he does. Then he has this part here, Engage with Me 24/7, which is all of his social medias. On his social medias, again, he's giving his audience an insight into his life, showing off. We'll actually take a look. So he shows off various properties, his family, the gym. He just wants to make it nice and personable. So as you can see, this is Instagram here. He's actually written a second book, so he's marketing that as well. So that actually builds authority and shows that he knows his stuff. I've personally read his book and it brought me a lot of value. And then of course, he's also released a course to help other real estate agents up their real estate game. So as you can see, when we scroll through here, we have his daughter, we have him boxing, like I said, him and his wife, and then properties that he's been at. This is the sirhantteam.com. So as you can see, right in the middle, he has rotating images of some of his team members, and he has 3 key points that he voices are the key to being a top real estate agent. We take initiative, we are relentless, we have empathy. As we scroll down, we get some insight into his legendary team. In the first quarter of 2018, we had sold over 200 million in prime real estate and another 124 in contract. In 2017 alone, they had closed $838 million worth of real estate. For the past 5 years, they have ranked in the top 5 sales teams nationwide, number 1 in New York and number 3 in the country. Number 1 in Brooklyn, as ranked by The Real Deal for 2019. As we scroll down, I personally really like this part. It gives you the areas that he sells in. So New York, Brooklyn, Hamptons, and beyond. When you click on these, they actually take you to properties listed in this area, but we're going to get to that as we continue through the website. As we go down, we have a bit of a humble brag, which I think is important. Record-setting performance. Whether it's selling out new developments or hitting record-selling prices, we have both the reach and experience to create a seamless real estate transaction. This shows their confidence, and they back it up with their 94.7% closure rate. Then we have a couple articles that he's been featured in, and down here we have a couple featured properties. Now these have all sold. We have one for 14, 13, and just under $4 million. When we move over to the new development section, we're able to see some of the new developments that Ryan and his team are responsible for. Let's click on one here just to give you a little demonstration. So we'll click on this one here. So when you click on this, it basically acts like a funnel. It's going to take you over to the actual website of this development. So as you can see, the website has now loaded, and when you go through, you're able to get a lot of information and an insight into what exactly this new development is all about. So 4 bedrooms starting at just under 4 million. Exclusive sales and marketing by the Sirhant team and Net Seekers International, which is the brokerage that he represents. So it gives you better insight, high quality images, and lets you get an idea of what you could possibly be moving into. So now we'll go over to the properties, which is what he currently has listed on the market. So as you can see, again, he has the different areas if you want to specify where exactly you're looking at. We're just going to go with New York here. I will open up an example here. Let's open up. So this is what sets Ryan apart from other real estate agents and other teams. Ryan goes above and beyond. So here's a partial duplex mansion with a private pool. And while most real estate agents would take high quality images and have open houses, Ryan does something very, very special. So, like any landing page for any property that's listed, you have the description, the location, and high quality images. But what Ryan does is he actually does video property tours and then posts these both on social media, his YouTube, and run ads for them. So let's give you an insight into just how he does it.
Now, this is going to be a very different type of property tour because right now we are in one of the most special duplex apartments on the Upper West Side, floating over the Hudson River. It's nearly 6,000 square feet, more bedrooms than you can even count. So many gizmos and gadgets, and it's got its own massive 37-foot long private pool. Welcome to a new property tour. Let's go. Right now, we are in the glass-walled great room. Kind of what I like to think of as a glass box in this amazing 6,000 square foot apartment that is absolutely brand new. Now, we're gonna get a bunch of other shots so that we can show you how incredible this space is, because it's kind of hard just talking to the camera this way in a space that is so magnificent, but I'm gonna do my absolute best. So let's start here. Now, the ceilings in here.
So this right here is a prime example of how Ryan goes above and beyond to sell his properties, brand himself as a real estate agent, and ultimately make millions of dollars in commission per year. It's these little details and this extra effort that sets him aside from his competition and allows him to be successful. For the final niche, we're going to be introducing you to the e-commerce industry. So today we've selected Treasure Fan, an e-commerce store that is powered by Shopify. Now, this is a very nice store. It's very aesthetically pleasing and simple. But one thing about this store is that it is a general store. As you can see, they have a variety of products and don't really have an exact market or general specific niche. You may think that they're potentially like a jewelry, but then you have this, and you have socks, you have teddy bears. A beach cloth, a tie, a watch. So the point to be made here today is that when running e-commerce stores, having a specific niche and having a general product, while you can have several products, it's good to have a general niche. For example, if you are selling dog products, you can sell bundles and things that go together, but you don't then start selling, glasses and other random things with it. The reason for this is because it is much, much easier to market, optimize sales, and run ads on Facebook and Instagram, etc. Because when you don't have a specific niche, you'll have to run each product individually or try and run a general branded store. And doing that is very difficult because the targeting is way off. This is just a point that we wanted to make because we have seen success with some of our clients and some of the people that I know personally where they've ran niche-based stores and have optimized their stores to over 6 figures. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying to the end and watching this free case study. We hope that we have brought you some value and some insight. And as a thank you, we're going to be offering a free social media audit on your business. We'll be able to point out where we think you're doing well and where there could possibly be some improvement. All you have to do is fill out the form below. Thank you again for watching.